Hello everyone, welcome. Today, we are playing Enthusia, Professional Racing, Konami's forgotten Gran Turismo clone, and oh boy, I quite like this one. It's kind of been forgotten by history. It's sort of a cult classic racing game that's kind of gotten, you know, it's the result of unfortunate timing, releasing just after Gran Turismo 4. But it's still very enjoyable game. I'm certainly going to enjoy playing through it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching me play it. Anyway, let's dive in, shall we? Let's begin our career mode with Enthusia Life. Start a new game. And here, we get to pick our first car. Welcome to Enthusia Life. In this mode, players can choose and drive different cars according to their skills, and aim to become the top in their ranking. Before selecting your car, we will explain to you the icons and numbers displayed at the right-hand side of the screen. The class. This represents how well the car can compete. Street legal cars are classified from Class A to Class F, while racing cars are all classified as Class R. The basic specs. From the top, the drivetrain, the engine displacement, aspiration, horsepower, torque, curb rate, all of them are listed. Great! And then finally we had the segment. Each car is classified as one of 8 different types. This is not related to the car's class, but it more so details what kind of car it is. Is it a compact car? Is it a sporty car? Is it a sports car? Is it a specialty car? Is it a minivan? Yes, you can indeed race minivans in this game. That's one of the things I genuinely like about this game. It's just the weird, quirky, and sometimes mundane cars that most other racing games don't feature. This game does. And then finally, it shows the assist features. TCS stands for Traction Control System, and ECS stands for Electronic Stability Control. Basically, they're electronic viewers that kind of help you, electronic aids that kind of help you keep your vehicle stable if you're pushing just a little bit too hard. And finally, we can select our car. There are 12 cars you can choose from at the start of the game. Great, let's take a look. For starters, we have the Nissan March at a whopping 97 horsepower and 101 foot-pounds of torque. We have the Toyota Fun Cargo. It's a little compact minivan. We have the Volkswagen Beetle with 114 horsepower. We got a Volkswagen Polo. We have a Toyota hybrid minivan. A Toyota Estima hybrid. We've got the Mitsubishi EK wagon with 50 horsepower. Absolutely insane amount of horsepower. 50 horsepower. They managed to stuff 50 horses inside a vehicle that tiny. They're very tiny horses. Very small ponies. And then finally, we do have some selection of sports cars, like the Honda Beat, the Suzuki Cappuccino, the classic Morris Mini Cooper, the MG MGB. My uncle actually has one of these. It's really cool. Yeah, it's this game you get to race cars that like you or your parents drive. A whole bunch of just random, quirky vehicles that, have no business on a racetrack, but you get to race them anyway, and it's great. You get the classic Nissan Bluebird Coupe. And then my personal favorite of the starting car is the Mazda Cosmo Sport, because you get that rotary power. Gorgeous car as well. Despite being released in the 60s, it still looks incredibly futuristic. But I'm gonna go with the Mitsubishi EK wagon, just because It is arguably the worst car to set out with, and I want to challenge myself. And it'd be fun. It'd be fun to drive this beautiful little box around. Alright. Ooh, we get a selection of colors. We can make it pink, and we can make it pink. We can do it. We can go with that outrun vibe. Yes. Let's take a look at some other colors. Wine red, yellow solid. I mean, it's better than a yellow liquid. Let's be real here. A yellow solid is probably better than a yellow liquid. We have white solid. I could make a joke that I'm not going to. I'm not. That is below me. But it is also better than having a white liquid. Light green mica. Silver. Dark blue mica. Black mica. Let's go. Let's go with pink. It's truly the most badass racer we can get is the pink Mitsubishi EK wagon. It's the semi-automatic transmission. One of the cool things about this game is it does have clutch support. So with that, if we go full manual on cars that allow it, there is a button on the controller that allows you to depress the clutch, which is really, really nice. It gives you an extra level of control. Good choice. I'm glad you think so, game. I think I've made an absolutely terrible choice, but that's okay. Now let's take a look at the main menu. The main commands. These are the basic commands in Enthusia Life where players can join a race or switch cars. A week will pass in the calendar after using these commands. Great. Sub-commands, as opposed to DOM commands. These commands allow players to tune their cars, test run, and check records. Time does not pass in the calendar when using these commands. And then finally, we have the ranking. Not finally, there's one other thing it's going to talk about. You will earn ranking points after completing a race. The ranking points from your best 9 races out of the past 12 weeks are used to calculate your total ranking points. Earn points and go for the top rankings. I will do my best, game. I'm driving an EK wagon. But yeah, no, it kind of uses the old Formula 1 scoring system where it discounts some of like your bad races. So you can, crash out DNF, or if you want to switch a vehicle, because if you switch a vehicle, that progresses a week as well. It allows you to do that without having to worry about, oh my gosh, 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 am I gonna like lose a whole bunch of ranking? So it does definitely help. It allows you to, some flexibility in your racing schedule. It also allows you to potentially go for an easier race if you want to do an easier race, maybe get a car you haven't gotten. This is my skill level. It's a skill level 1. It's a bit of a skill issue. I'm gonna have to raise that. Your skill level increases as you earn skill points upon race completion. You can earn more points by avoiding collisions and not starting off the tracks. And then finally we have our Enthusia points. These will decrease when your car slides off track, or when collisions occur. When our Enthusia points reach 0, we cannot join a race in the following week. The maximum points and recovery rate will increase when your skill level increases. That's great. Let's hope I don't need to do that. Tuning level. And then finally we have the tuning level for a vehicle. As you complete races and earn skill points, our vehicle performance goes up. It upgrades it into 3 different sections. The tires, weight reduction, and an increase in power. So that means even this little EK wagon can be somewhat faster. It's still not going to be beating, Mercedes and all that other stuff. But it will be a bit more manageable to drive. For starters, I do want to do some setting adjustments to this vehicle. Make it just a little bit more livelier. I'm going to increase. I'm going to get some toe out on the front wheels, and a little bit of negative camber, and then finally focus on tuning it for acceleration. And what that'll do is that'll allow a little bit faster acceleration out of the corners, because most of the tracks in this game, they're not really high-speed tracks. Only like 1 or 2 tracks are really high-speed tracks, so you're going to be, going off the rev limiter and everything. Ooh. Here, you can check details on this week's races. At the top, it lists the course. Along with the course name, we can also check on road conditions, weather, time, course directions through these icons. Great. The bottom right, we can see the course information, how long a lap is, how many laps it is, as well as the number of cars we're racing. And then finally, we can see the event name here. We're going to be starting in the Novice Challenge. Alright, and as you can see here, these are the odds. I know you don't really get a chance to bet in this game, but this is, the odds are determined by comparing the car's ability amongst the other cars it is racing against. The higher the odds, the harder it is to win a race. But the higher the odds, if you do win, the more points you get, which helps increase your ranking much quicker. So it's the game about finding a balance between how hard of a race can you win in an underpowered car, which is why there's so many, quirky, weird, off-the-shelf, not necessarily sports cars in this game. So the different aspects of the game loop do mesh well with each other, which is why I like this so much. Alright, now let's select an event. And let's start with a really difficult one. Let's start with a Novice Challenge or Marco Strada. We got the odds 9.7, that is quite high. And let's see what we're racing against. And here are the details of the race we've selected. You can see how many ranking points we'll get for the all the positions that'll give us ranking points. As well, you can see the race grade. As we can see, we are in the Novice Challenge, RN. And as our ranking increases, we can enter, our rank 4, rank 3, rank 2, rank 1, and rank S races. Odds. And finally, we can see exactly the odds for each of the different vehicles in the event. As you can see, my car down here in the left, it's going to be the slowest vehicle in the race. And because of that, it does start me in the front, which means it does give me a fighting chance. A little bit of a fighting chance. As you can see, we're racing against some pretty decent competitors. I say that as I look at the Prius. The Prius is faster than the current car I'm driving, yes. But we have, an old Civic, we have a Range Rover, Nissan Wingroad, and of course, the legendary James Bond machine, the Aston Martin DB5 Vantage. So, let's begin. Alright, let's start. While we are off to a great start, oh boy, our car is not fast. That's fine, we'll just have to outdrive our opponents. Carry the momentum to the corner, because this car also doesn't want to really turn. We're able to keep pace with the Aston Martin, surprisingly. Oh, we are neck and neck through the boardwalk section of the race. We managed to pass the Aston Martin. Okay, we can make up some decent ground here. Not if they're going side by side into the chicane. Okay, good. He backed out. That was very smart of him. That was very, very gentlemanly. Very, very much like the actual James Bond. Joking. The actual James Bond would put me into the wall and make a snarky quip and then drink a vodka martini. But no, right now we are actually pulling away a decent amount. That chicane, the AI does not like going side by side into that chicane. It backs out quite a bit compared to real racing drivers. And as you can see, this vehicle, it's not very fast. I am struggling to maintain 60 miles an hour on some of the straights. And it's got very sluggish acceleration. It is a beautifully slow box. This is our car. And yeah, it is a beautifully slow pink box. Oh, turn in, please. I'm fighting with the car a little bit. And across the line. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, and that was the first race. We managed to do a completely clean race. No collisions at all, despite, you know, running neck and neck with the Aston Martin for the first half of the first lap. And that's one of the things this game definitely does focus on, is it does focus on racecraft and clean racing. And then once you do get a points putting position, at the end of the race, you can enter a raffle right here. And this is cool because basically this is how you get cars in the game. The game doesn't feature any currency, but it does allow you to potentially win the cars of the people you raced against. So the faster your opponents, the faster the cars you could potentially win. So let's see what we get. Okay, that we got nothing. We got nothing. You do have a chance for that to happen. It's usually very rare, especially for the very first race. Usually the game's usually pretty nice about, oh yeah, you got your first race done. Good job. Let's give you a car. But no, I didn't get a car. Alrighty then. And then finally, we have skill points. So basically, we get a base point for what kind of assist features we're using. If you're using manual transmission, you get more points. If you turn off traction control and stability control, you get more points. The more distance you drive and the higher up your ranking, as well as if you get the fastest lap, you get more points there. And you lose points if you crash your car, if you go off course, if you hit another car, if you hit a fence. So basically, you want to drive very, very cleanly and a very long distance and place high. But the biggest points gains though are for turning off your driving assists, which, you know, is a very, very smart thing to encourage with the game. These are the skill points of the car we have driven. It starts at 0 because you've just started the game. And then finally, we have our driver points, also starting at 0 because we just started the game. Nice, we got quite a bit of points. And we've leveled up both our car and our driver. So we have 15 more Enthusia points, which is nice. And now our car gets upgraded as well. So the car is a little bit lighter and the tires are just a little bit better, which is good. It'll help with acceleration, it'll help with braking, and it'll help with cornering. Nice. And the car is now level 3. Alright, cool. We can enter rank 4 races with 2 wins or by completing 5 races. Well, 1 win, well, we're halfway there if we're going by wins. If I can win the next one, we get to race rank 4 races. And that's when you start getting like the specialized races for like, oh, here's a Mitsubishi only race, or oh, here's a Japanese car only race, or here's a compact car race, which is really cool because it means that no matter what you drive, no matter where you drive, you will find something. You will find something that will allow your vehicle to be competitive in. Which is, you know, it's very, very, very good design on the game. I think that Konami did a lot of things right with regards to this game. All right, next race, the Novice Challenge. Let's do it at Autumn Hill. It's ooh. Alright, we have some tough opponents. We have a Chevrolet Astro van. Yes, this is one of the few games where the Chevrolet Astro is both licensed and drivable. I think it's the only game actually. I'll have to double check that. But it's like one of the few games where you can actually drive a Chevrolet Astro, which is really cool. Partially because my parents had the my parents, when I was a kid, they had the GMC version of that. It was the GMC Safari, and we had that for the longest time. And it was such a good van. It was basically, you know, it was basically a truck, but with like a van body, and it was just very, very useful. It got us through so many road trips, so many winters. Very, very good. Very, very good vehicle. I miss that dearly. I had a lot of good memories as a kid in that van. Okay, that Mazda Atenza is very fast. It's pulling away quite a bit on the straights. I'm basically overdriving my car a little bit, trying to keep up through the corners. But it is, yeah, as you can see, it out accelerates our vehicle immensely. So I'm probably going to have to settle for second place because the car in front is very much faster than us. But that's okay. Second place will still give us quite a lot of points. It's just we won't be able to win. Not easily. And oh, yep, this car only has a 3-speed transmission. Despite it being a fairly modern vehicle, it's only got 3 gears. Top speed of 80-some miles an hour. Like I said, this vehicle is not something you would typically find on a racetrack. Alright, managed to gain some time through that chicane section. I don't think I'm going to be able to pass the Mazda though. It is still very, very fast. Come on. Keep the speed up around the corner. As it gets onto the front straight though, it's gonna out-accelerate me way too much. Yeah, that was unfortunate. But still, we got a solid second place. That sounds like quitter talk to me. Okay, to be fair, the Atenza, it's got 4 times as much horsepower as my EK wagon. I'm driving a tiny pink Mitsubishi. And I still got the fastest lap. I still got the fastest lap. Wow. Okay. Nice. Oh, and a clean race too. That's good. That's very nice. All right, let's see if it gives us a vehicle this time. The previous race. Okay, it didn't give us a vehicle this time either. That's two races in a row. It didn't give us a vehicle. I'm gonna go throughout the entire game not getting a single vehicle. At least we got another vehicle upgrade. That's good. Oh. And alright, we got another weight reduction, and our power is increased, so that'll definitely give us a little bit more straight line speed, and a little bit more straight line acceleration. And even though we got second, we still got a decent amount of points. We got 74 points, which is nice. Alright, next race. Let's see what we have available to us. Alright, we have the Novice Challenge at Rev City. At Marco Strata. Both of those are 6.9. Nice. It's 69 interrupted by a period. Let's do it. Oh gosh. I'm not the slowest vehicle. I'm not. Oh my gosh. we have the old little Citroen 2CV6 here. Oh my gosh, it's a little tiny air-cooled French car that was basically made post-World War II. It was basically the France's equivalent of the Volkswagen Beetle, for lack of better words, to non-car people. It's tiny, it's lightweight. It is kind of cute though. It is kind of an adorable car. And then there's vehicles that are faster than us. We have the Jaguar E-Type, the Sprinter Treno, the NB Mazda Miata, and then the Mazda Atenza, also known as the Mazda 6 in the US. So, and we're in a tiny little Mitsubishi EK wagon. So, we may have our work cut out for us. We can definitely beat the Citroen. Yeah, we can see it's a very, very old car, and we're pretty much immediately going to out-accelerate it. Bye-bye. On the downside, most other vehicles behind us are also going to out-accelerate us. Like the Treno. Ooh, I am going to pass it around the outside though. Carrying a little bit of momentum into the first wide sweeper right-hand turn. Back to the left. Come on. Come on. Get around the turn to look our little pink box. Oh, and the engine itself, it sounds so sluggish. It's only got 3 gears. But that's fine. I can pretty much go full throttle through the chicane there, which definitely helps get me a little bit of ground on the AI, because the AI do not really like that. They don't like that corner, not at all. All right, that's the first lap done. We're somehow in the lead, which is very, very surprising. As you can see on the map, the little Citroen is definitely having issues. Oh, come on, get around the corner. I am way offline. Get it back on. Get it back online. Get it back on track. Come on. All right, going back over to the right, onto the boardwalk. Now, those of you that are watching in the chat or in the replay, you might see this like weird, this kind of graph or visualization kind of in the center of the screen with this yellow ball that's kind of moving around, as well as basically what looks like 4 tires. And that is the visual center of gravity. And that kind of allows you to see where the weight's being transferred in the vehicle and how much grip each of the tires are using up compared to how much grip they have available, as well as if any of your wheels are sliding. Okay, is the game going to give us a car this time? This is the 3rd time I'm going to try this. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, car. Yes, finally. And here we go. This is the first car we've unlocked. The Mazda Atenza. Nice. 176 horsepower. A decently powerful engine. And this is, kind of... Yeah, it's a decent sedan. And we get quite a bit more skill points. Lots of skill points. And this will help level up driving... Enthusia points, and this will also level up our vehicle. So we're getting much more power and grippier tires, which is very nice. And we got 69 points. Nice. All right, let's go back to doing another race. Oh my word. Right, okay, so we've unlocked rank 4 races now. So as you can see, these are a little bit more difficult than the novice challenge races. Where if we look at the Rev Silly challenge, the odds against us, it's a 20.5 odds against us. And we're racing against stuff like, the Nissan, the original Nissan Skyline GTR, Shelby Cobra, this Subaru, the tuned Subaru Legacy, we are very much gonna get destroyed in that race. It's partially about knowing when to pick your battles. The 9.8, we have a decent chance in the 9.8 race. We will be up against another EK wagon, Volkswagen Polo, a Honda Odyssey. Yeah, the Honda Odyssey is also in this game. There's quite a bit of minivans. The Pontiac Volts, which, if I remember correctly, is also like the Toyota Matrix. Don't quote me on that. I think it's also the Toyota Matrix. And then we have an Alfa Romeo GT. And the Alfa Romeo is going to be very, very quickly, but I think we could definitely push for a second place finish here, which will definitely get us quite a bit more points. And as you go to higher ranking races, you get more points regardless, because the multiplication factor, so how points are calculated basically is it's your odds times your finishing position. So if you finish first, it's times 1, and if you finish second, it's like times 0.6, third's like times 0.4, and fourth is like a times 0.2. And then each rank of races, so RN is times 10, rank 4 I think is times 20, and that determines how many points you get from each position. Honda Odyssey is my mom's old minivan. Go mom's car. Yeah, that's definitely one of the appeal of this game is, you know, you get to race. You get to race with and against other vehicles that you may have owned or your parents may have owned as a kid, which is really, really cool. Because a lot of racing games nowadays, granted, with licensing being much more expensive and modeling taking much more time, you know, with higher polygons and all that stuff, I can definitely understand why. But a lot of racing games nowadays, they kind of only focus on, like, you know, for lack of better words, they're all kind of like a greatest hits album of cars available. They don't really showcase, you know, the quirky cars, the weird cars, the more obscure cars. And even if they do, they only focus on like the top level trim. So seeing a kind of a base level trim, well, there goes the Alpha. The Alpha has completely passed us. Wow. They were very, very fast on that straight. We are bouncing off our rev limiter because we only have 3 gears. But what was that? Yeah, a lot of racing games nowadays, they kind of only like, you know, a greatest hits album. Whereas a lot of older racing games, they can focus on because the cars themselves were, you know, when you don't have to focus on like crazy high amounts of polygons. It's much easier and much quicker to kind of model a basic shape of a car and slap a texture on it, compared to, you know, super high fidelity, you know, crazy laser scan graphics and stuff. So that definitely makes getting, you know, the weird and quirky cars into the game much more difficult. That's why even with like the new Gran Turismo games, like Gran Turismo 7 and Sport, they don't really focus a lot on like the super quirky cars all that much, compared to, you know, Gran Turismo 4. It had so many different variations and different trim levels of like the same generation of Miata. Oh, yeah, first place is definitely gone, but we might be able to hold. It's close. He's gaining on us. Come on, come on, come on! Yes. Okay, we got second. We got a solid second place there. That's very good. Wow. By 0.06 seconds, we got second. That was very, very close. If the finish line had been like another 50 meters down the line, that would have been very, very, very difficult. Okay, so we did have a bit of an off-track excursion on the outside of the basic entry of the final corner. Alright, so there's only 3 cars here. So that the chance of getting nothing is a little bit higher. But let's see if we get a nice vehicle. Oh, we got the Pontiac Volts. Sorry, Toyota Volts. What's the Pontiac then? Because this is a vehicle, and if you even look at the front grille, you can see almost like the sort of outline of like the Pontiac logo. What was the Pontiac car called? Let me check that real quick. Let me check that real quick. Ah, the Pontiac Vibe. Yes, okay. Yeah, that was the Pontiac Vibe. Sorry for thinking this was the Pontiac Volts. They do. It was a joint collaboration between Toyota and Pontiac when they built those vehicles. So they are very, very, very similar. But no, that was the Pontiac Vibe. Okay, nice. All right, the vehicle was at its maximum lightness. That's good. All right, we've gotten 118 points, which, even though we finished second, we got considerably more points than if we won a race in the novice ranking races. We covered our Enthusia points. Ooh, oh my word, 25. That, yeah, we're definitely, let's not do that one. Oh, we could race on Tsukuba circuit. We could race again on Rev City. We could race on, let's race on Route de la Sienne. Let's, Sienne. I don't speak baguette. But there's the Arc de Triomphe. So let's race. Let's do this one. It's a city street course somewhere in Paris. Somewhere. I don't wee baguette. Big love to any French people that are watching. I don't speak the language because I'm dumb American. Alright, let's go to the outside, get ready for this tight hairpin turn on the first corner of the first lap. Let's get around that nice and smooth, pull out of that with our front wheel drive power. And this course snakes and slithers around all the different Parisian streets. All right, down into the dip, under the bridge. All right, we're going around another tight hairpin turn. Come on, get it turned about. And that Citroen C3 is very close behind us. They're gonna have an advantage on a straightaway. Very much so. But I do have the line going through here. That's good. I'm able to carry a bit more momentum. Carried a little bit too much momentum. I did tap the wall, and as you can see in the bottom left corner, I did lose some Enthusia points, which basically, it's essentially your hit points. How much health you have. If it goes to 0, you can't race and you have to rest and recover and stuff. So you want to try to avoid hitting stuff, going off track, all that. I guess if you do that too much, it definitely makes more difficult races challenging. Nope. Okay. I went a little bit wide there trying to carry momentum. Hey, don't brake check me. Alright, managed to gain the lead, at least temporarily. They are going to be very, very quick, at least in comparison to me, down the straightaway. Oh, they're looking to make a move. Especially as I am now banging off the rev limiter. Oh, side by side. I have the inside line going to this corner. Another little tap off of each other. Proper touring car style racing. Even though they are considerably in a considerably faster car than I am. Alright, come on. Oh, you're looking to make a move. With the outside line, it's a faster line through this corner. I can carry just a little bit more momentum. Not gonna hit the wall this time. I learned to scrub off just a little bit more speed. That corner complex is very tricky. The sweeper left and the tight right left. The chicane, and the road gets narrower and narrower the more you do it. The further into the lap you get. Alright, on to the final stretch. Can we win this? Oh, this is close. Finish line's just up ahead as we're crawling across it. Nice. Okay, good. And we are 1.5 seconds ahead. That's decent. I definitely had quite a few collisions in this race, though. This was a bit of a dirtier race. Let's see if we get any cars. Oh, we got the Honda City Turbo. Sweet. Look at that. Ah, Honda's compact micro car. The cool thing about this car, the Honda City Turbo, is that it came with like a little motorcycle, a little moped scooter thing that folded up and stored into the back seat, which is super cool. One of the little like tidbits about the car. It's a cool little quirky 80s car. I don't think we ever got it in the States, but it's a very cool car. Nice. Level up again. Sweet. Our tires are grippier. And we got some more ranking points. Ooh, our ranking number is now within 800. You can join rank 3 events. Yes. Ooh. I don't think we'd be competitive in this event. The odds against us are 30.8. I don't think there's any. We would be very. Even that would this would be a tough ask. Yeah, I don't. Okay, back to rank 4 events. Back to rank 4 events. And let's do the smart call race. And we were up against everything from Honda Insight, one of Honda's first hybrid powered vehicles, Little itty bitty smart car, the Hatsu Story X4, which is Daihatsu's kind of performance four-wheel drive compact car, used very popular in rally racing. And then the, oh gosh, that thing, the Abarth 1000 TCR. That car is terrifying, both the race and the race against. Because essentially, Abarth took a tiny Fiat 500. They stuffed the biggest engine they could possibly fit into it, to the point where the rear hatch doesn't even close all the way. And they gave it a massive wide body kit and super thick tires. And it is a terrifying car. And it is a very tail-happy car because the engine is all the way, yeah, as you can see, like right what I'm looking at right now, you see the engine just sticking out of the rear hatch, and it is gone. It is so fast. It is insanely fast. And I can only hope to catch up to it via the chicane, because otherwise it pulls away. It is way too fast. Oh, I got the inside line. Okay. Nice. Alright, back around the sweeping left-hander. Running just a little bit wide. That's okay. And there it goes. It's got so much straight line speed for such a tiny car. It's fast. It's such a fast car. It's gone. And I can only hope to catch up to it again through the twisty bits. Only because the AI seems genuinely terrified of carrying any speed through the chicane. Alright, on the inside again through the banked boardwalk section. Alright, nice. We're making our way towards completing the second lap. And oh boy. Nope. It's still back and forthing. I am gaining just a little bit of time on it each and every lap. Alright, that was contact. It's very dirty driving by the AI. I'm gonna have to try to gain just a little bit more time on it. Oh, it's right in my way. That was a major shunt from the rear. Alright, that's gonna put me at a disadvantage going into the final lap, because I usually use the chicane to gain as much time as I can on the AI. But the fact that I'm still behind, even after the chicane, because they did put a fairly solid block on me going in, exiting that. I definitely hampered some momentum going through the course. So I'm going to be a bit further behind going into the final lap, because they're going to almost immediately shoot past me even before the start-finish line. We've got one more lap to do this. Let's see if we can't do this. Come on. High-powered, Abarth-tuned, crazy Fiat 500 car, or a pink Mitsubishi box? Who's gonna win? Run a little bit tighter. On two wheels, passing the Abarth. A little sketchy through there, but that's okay. Come on. I'm running a little bit wide. That's gonna hurt me going into the final straight. Oh, come on. Nope. Ah. Running wide on that final corner. It definitely hurt me. By 1/10 of a second too. GG though, that was a good race. That was fun. That was a very, very close race. Alright, now let's see if we can't win that crazy A-bar. Oh. I mean, it's still, you know, it's still faster than what I currently got. It's the Honda Insight. Yeah. And it's, honestly though, as far as hybrids go, I actually kind of like the look of the Honda Insight, the first generation Insight. It's just, it's kind of got that retro futuristic feel that, like, I don't know, it looks really cool. Alright, we level up. And our tuning level up. Nice. Alright, our car is now fully tuned. Got 109 points. That's gonna increase our ranking even further. That's good. We're gonna do one more race with this car, and then we're gonna get something completely different. That's so our car is at its max ranking. And as you can see here in rank 3 races, we've got no shot at winning a lot of these. Alright, let's do the Tsukuba Circuit Compact Car Race. Up against the Toyota IST. The, what's... The, Peugeot Vita GSI, I think it is. And then the Honda Fit 1. No, sorry. Is it a Citroen? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If we get the car, we'll figure out what makes it. It's a French car. It's a French car. Is it? Just European. I know. Isaac doesn't recognize the car to gush over. That's kind of like a hot hatch from the early 2000s. It's European. Opel? Is it an Opel? Or a Vauxhall or whatever? Regardless, we're on a Tsukuba Circuit, compact Japanese track. Fairly close to Tokyo. And this track is host to so many different events, especially a lot of time attack events. And if you've ever played any of the Gran Turismo, any Gran Turismo game after 4, you recognize this track. This track always holds like the Roadster Endurance event and everything. And it's a track that, well, when I was younger, I didn't like as much because I didn't appreciate it. Now that I'm older, I actually really like it. I really enjoy racing on this track. Just because of, you know, the how technical the track is. It's very good at pretty much any performance level of vehicle. Whereas much larger tracks are kind of boring to drive in slow cars. This track is actually very enjoyable to drive in pretty much any type of car. Alright, that Honda Fit is right on our tail. That's fine. Keep half throttle through the corner, keep it stable. Run just a little bit wide. Okay. Note to self, I'm carrying just a little bit too much speed through that corner. Onto the brakes, back onto the throttle. Cutting the corner just a little bit too tightly. I'm still trying to get a good vibe on where exactly the corners of my car are. Alright, through the right-hander. Trying to carry as much speed as I can because a fairly long, straight, or at very least high-speed section is through here. And again, the game is very, very strict about what counts as on track and what counts as off track. So if you try to take any liberties, it will definitely negatively affect your Enthusia points. Pretty much anytime you touch dirt, it's an off track. So It doesn't matter if you gain time, lose time. The game very much likes to reinforce driving very clean and very precise driving. On the right side, the game did help make me a much better driver, I feel. And it definitely helped a bit with my racecraft. And trying to, at least with other AI drivers, trying to pass them cleanly and all that stuff. Trying to avoid contact. It definitely kind of drilled into my young brain when I was a kid how to do that. Alright, back to the left. We got a tight hairpin coming up again. Alright, provided we can keep our position through the sweeper here. A little bit too much throttle. I gotta make sure I don't do that. You gotta really balance the throttle in front-wheel drive cars as you're going through the really long corners. Because you do use too much throttle, you end up losing grip on your fronts, and you understeer a lot. And if you use too little throttle, get too much grip on your fronts, and you will enter a slide. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, we get to see what make this is. Opel, okay. Opel Vita, which I think it's the same as the Opel Corsa, right? I think so. I might not be right. Maybe the Vita is like a slightly smaller version of like the Corsa. Nice, and we got quite a lot of points there. That's good. Alright, now let's change our car to something just a little bit different. Alright, so our first segment vehicle was a compact car. So now let's get a medium sedan or wagon. And let's see what options we have. We have the new Beetle. We have the Nissan Bluebird. Or we have the Mazda Atenza. And what I want to do... Sure, let's go from one meme vehicle to another. Let's go with the Beetle. Let's go with the Beetle. We got it in Campanella White. We got it in Sunflower, Red, Black, Royal Navy Metallic, or Reflex Silver. Let's do Yellow Beetle. Yellow Beetle. This is our Beetle now. We got 420 Enthusia points. Nice. All the funny numbers are happening right now. Ooh, as you can see, we're in a much more powerful vehicle. So with this, we are much more competitive compared to, the Mitsubishi EK wagon. Now we can kind of compete against other drivers. Hang on a second. I do want to do some adjustments to the car, just to make it a little bit tail happier. Let's stiffen up the rear just a little bit. Let's give it a bit more toe out. A little bit more negative camber. And let's put it just a little bit towards acceleration. And a slight lock on the front differential. And this will help us pull out of corners. But it'll also help us, keep enter the corners, get that turn in, and then pull out of the corners with the acceleration. And let's enter the Bergenschluss. How do I pronounce that? Castle Gorge. Borgenschluss. Apparently it means Castle Gorge. Bergenschluss. And while we're here, may as well. That's baguette language. Where is baguette language? French. Sen. Is it really just Sen? Sen. Oh, that's Sen Road. Route de la Seine. Ah. Route de la Seine. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, let's race on Burgenschluss. Castle Gorge. And we're up against, you know, things like the 300 SL, the V8 Volkswagen Touareg, the Audi A4, the Mini Cooper. Yes, the new Mini Cooper is quote-unquote a German car because it is manufactured and owned by BMW. And the Golf Mark V. Let's do it. Let's race in our Beetle. Beetle. Our little yellow love bug. Oh, the mighty grunt of that V8 on the Touareg on the left. Definitely. Oh, all right, I cut off that SL. That's okay. They're all having some issues. They're jockeying for position. This is my chance to pull away because I know a lot of them will be catching me on the long straights. Jeez, I hit another wall. Right, this vehicle is considerably larger than that tiny Mitsubishi EK wagon. So I do have to be mindful of that. Alright. Come on, let's increase our lead as much as possible because they will be right on our rear down that back straight. Oh my gosh, that is a very long straightaway. Got a scenic overlook there to the left. Off to a good start. We're actually in the lead. I wasn't expecting to be in the lead. I was expecting to probably be fighting for second place. But we do have the very, very long straightaway here. We have windmills, lots of windmills. You can't tell it's, you know, a Central European country without a whole bunch of wind fields. Alright, major understeer going into that corner. That's okay. Alright, back to the left hairpin. Nice. Kind of see the walking trail there to the left. They definitely put a lot of detail, despite some of the low polygon sections. They did put a lot of detail into this game to the point where if we got like an HD remaster, it would probably look very gorgeous. But you know, that's, I mean, it's not bad looking for a especially for a PS2 game. This is pretty solid graphic wise. Got a little yellow beetle. The racing line was there somewhere, not where I was though. Oh boy. I was surprisingly pulling away. I was definitely expecting, especially that Mark V Golf to be right on us very quickly, but it looks like they are. Looks like it's having some issues trying to battle through the pack. That is one of the advantages of this game, is that if you're in a slower vehicle, you do start further up, so you don't have to worry about trying to battle with other drivers in the race. Whereas the very, very fast cars are way at the back, so they do have to battle through the pack. And that definitely tilts things a little bit in your favor if you're in a much slower vehicle. Oh gosh, turn in, please. The car did not want to turn in. Oh my word. Alright, here we go, cross the line. Okay, we did a decent job. Okay. Let's see what we get. We got so many good options. Ooh, we got the Audi A4. Nice, nice. Four-wheel drive, 200 horsepower. A little bit of a heavy vehicle, but that's okay. Nice. Our vehicle has been upgraded as well. And our vehicle is now lighter. Should have better cornering, better acceleration and braking. That's good. Oh, we got lots of points. So much points. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, the Tsukuba Circuit Challenge. Let's see what we have here. The Aston Martin DB5 Vantage, the Mercedes G-Wagon, a Nissan Primera, a Mazda RX-7, and an Integra Type R. Ooh. Let's do it. We could probably get a solid 3rd place here. Maybe 2nd if we really, really push. I'll be racing on Tsukuba Circuit again, which again is it's a track I quite like. Oh, that G-Wagon is very fast off the line. A lot of the SUVs are actually pretty solid off the line because they have, you know, the 4-wheel drive and a fairly low gear ratio. Geared towards acceleration. Alright, I'm giving you space. You're still right next to me. A little bit of a dive bomb into the hairpin. Hey! 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 That was dirty. I gave you space. I'm gonna have to try to battle my way back now. Alright, let's put on a serious face. Whoa! Alright, moving on to braking. That's fine. Yeah, we are definitely underpowered here. But we're still gonna fight. Oh, they're pulling away from me. Stop moving under braking. Ugh, Nissan drivers. Alright, I may be able to only manage 4th. I want to get past the Primera. It keeps driving very erratically. I say as I rear end a, you know, couple $100,000 sports classic car. Oh, come on, make the turn, please. All right, it's decent. We're probably gonna lose these positions on the straightaway, but if I can keep them, I can make some gains on the sweeper. All right, major trail braking. Keep the car stable through the corner. Back to full throttle, pulling out of the corner. Carry your momentum. Good, good, good. All right, we got 2 more laps. Let's try to maintain this 4th position. Let's try to salvage some points from this, because otherwise we are going to be, well, if we finish 5th or worse, we're not gonna get any points. So let's try to get some points and increase our ranking, even if this isn't an ideal position. Oh, they're still pulling away from me. I'm kind of in no man's land right now. Alright, final lap. Yeah, they're still pulling away from me, but I'm pulling away from 5th and 6th. We're pretty much, unless we wreck out, we're pretty much guaranteed a 4th place spot now. Because they are very, very far ahead. But still, we'll salvage points from this and we'll be able to keep fighting. Fighting up the ranking to get, you know, better cars, better events. All that fun stuff. Yep, they've already crossed the finish line. Alright, solid 4th place finish. It's not ideal, but it's okay. We kind of got a little bit disadvantaged by the AI. On the bright side, as a consolation prize, we did get the Integra Type R, the DC2, and this is the Japanese version. Aside from the Japan specification in the bottom left, you can tell the difference between the Japanese Integra Type R and the American Integra Type R. The American Integra Type R has the 4 round front headlights, whereas the Japanese Integra has the 2 sort of narrow, wide headlights. We didn't get a whole lot of points there either. But our tires are upgraded. We'll be grippier through the corners. Ooh, we only got 63 points. Still decent. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is very... Oh, that's why. There's the classic Volkswagen Beetle. Ooh. I mean, that is an option. That is very much an option. But no, I'm gonna race on Victoria Garden for the Victoria Garden Challenge. We're racing against stuff like a PT Cruiser, Chevrolet Astro, a Honda Odyssey, the Nissan Primera, and a Honda S2000. That S2000 is going to be very tricky to race against because it is a very fast, a very agile sports car, and we're in the Volkswagen Beetle. But we should be able to pull out a solid position. That's the other thing. Progression isn't directly tied specifically to winning. You can finish like 2nd or 3rd in events, and you can still progress forward and, you know, have those be just as important as victories. And that is one criticism I will lobby at racing games, is a lot of them tie progression to just purely winning races. So at that point, if you're not first, to use a Ricky Bobby quote, if you're not first, you're last. And in this game, one of the things I do like is, you know, your 2nd place, your 3rd place. Basically, if you can finish in the points, that is still a victory in and of itself, especially if you're doing so in a much slower car. It gives you it gives you an incentive to keep continuing the race, even if you've had an unfortunate incident. Because it does give you, it still gives you progression, or at the very least, oh gosh, that was a very tight corner. Or at the very least, it minimizes the damage done by not finishing at all. If you don't finish at all, you lose a lot of points. All right, we've definitely lost first place. So that S2000 is brutally quick. Like, wow, it is gone. It's already gone. We are racing in London here. Alright. We're still maintaining second position though. We're still quite a ways away, quite a ways ahead of third, which is good. Which is definitely very good. But we're also, again, we're kind of in a bit of a no man's land here. That corner is very, very tight. That is a very tight corner. And that S2000 is pulling away from us by quite a bit. Come on, get around there. Oh my gosh. It's such a tight corner, it's so difficult to navigate. Oh my word. If I was in a rear-wheel drive car, you might as well be better off picking the clutch and trying to spin it around. Because otherwise, it is such a tight corner. Yeah, if I was setting up a car specifically for this track, I would definitely have considerably more toe out. There we go. I managed to go around it without hitting anything. Okay, we did manage to hit something. Ah, jeez. So we got second. Second's a solid position. Okay, that's fine. We didn't get any cars. We've been kind of spoiled for choice. We've been getting quite a bit of cars. We didn't upgrade our vehicle either. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Ooh, and our ranking numbers increased. Nice. Alright, let's join our race. Ooh, a one make race. So with the one make races, basically it's everyone's driving the same exact vehicle. As you can see here, everyone's in a Beetle. Everyone's in a Beetle. And essentially, if you win, you're guaranteed to get a specific type of car. So for this one, it looks like it's like some sort of Mazda Miata, I think. If I win, and I'm racing against nothing but other Beetles, and depending on what level of one make race it is, determines what kind of car you can win. And you can also win the vehicle from other types of events too, like the RS events, the ones where you get drivetrain specific events in the RS events. Those give away racing cars as well, and that's how you get competitive racing, like actual racing class cars, like your JGTC cars, or like your Le Mans prototypes. The Mazda 787Bs in this game. And you can get other cool stuff like a BMW Pro car as well. But most of the cars in the game, though, are street cars. And the game mainly focuses on racing against other street cars. Alright, we're up to second. I see first place just up ahead. Let's match them move for move. And then pull out ahead. That's not matching a move for move, that's being very slow. Oh, and having an off-course excursion. Alright. That's put us at a bit of a disadvantage. We're kind of going to have to go into a defensive line as we defend from third. We're still going to need to push to get to first, though, because I want to win this event. I definitely want to win this event. Come on, cool. Just a little bit. Give me a little bit more oversteer. Wow, car still is very understeery, the Beetle is. I might try to adjust the vehicle a little bit more in the settings, because right now the vehicle, it does not want to turn. Not one bit. It's very... Oh, turn, please. It's being very stubborn. Being a very stubborn car. Ow. Granted, this is also a track I am not great at. I'm actually quite bad at this track. This is one of the tracks in the game that I am the worst. This is one of my worst tracks in the game. The track that I'm the worst at, that is in this game. Yes, that's probably the better way to put it. Alright, we're still a decent ways away from first. I can carry more speed than them through this corner section here, because they try to treat it like 3 corners, and I kind of treat it like a single wide sweeping corner. But they managed to be faster than me through that tight right-left chicane. That's very, very difficult to get right. Alright, then we go through the loop. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. No. Oh. One more lap and we would have had him. But no, not now. Not this race. Well played, game. That being said, we did finish in a podium position, so we are able to get a Miata. Miata is always the answer. Nice. We've leveled up our car. Power's increased. That's good. We got 36 points, which is not a lot. That's okay. All right, I wanna adjust some settings in my vehicle though. I'm gonna lower the front a little bit. I'm gonna lower the rear just a tad too. I'm gonna stiffen the rear. There we go. I think that's better. Alright, let's join a race. We can race high speed battle. Yeah, this is one of the few top speed races in the game. And it's on totally not Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Totally not a 2.5 mile rectangular oval with very low banking. Nope, not Indianapolis. Nope, never heard of Indianapolis. What's Indianapolis Motor Speedway? So now let's race on Pacific Gateway. And we'll be racing against... Oh, that S2000 is going to be a challenge. And that story might get a good jump up the line, but the rest of them we should be able to pretty handily beat. Despite having a slower vehicle. Oh, hi there, Bunsy Bean. Can I come here? Cat. Cat. She's a good cat. She's an absolute sweetheart. Usually when I'm working on other computer-related stuff, she likes to sit in my lap, and especially during the winter months, she's so warm. I love my cat. She's a good little cat. She's great. She's great. All right, let's start the race. Alright, the Aventime and the Europa are side by side with us. A little bit of contact there. And we are racing through basically what looks like San Francisco here. Come on, I need more power. Oh, the Beetle is bogging down. The Beetle is not powerful. It is having some issues. Go over the curbs. Run a tighter line. Now we're going downhill into a long sweeper left-hand corner. I can go faster than this than most of the people. Ran a little bit off course. Ran a little bit wide. The car is still... The Beetle is still being difficult to drive. It really wants to understeer on me, still. It does not like cornering. It's got a decent amount of power though to it. So I can kind of, I mean, you know, for a starter car, it's got a semi-decent amount of power to it. But it is rather heavy. So it does make it a bit difficult to drive. center of gravity is also rather high on it too. So it makes it just a little bit unstable. Ooh. Come on. Back to the left. Onto the back straight away. Alright, I gotta be careful going through the chicane. Because it looks like you can take it flat out. But not necessarily. Because as soon as you go to the right, the corner gradually gets tighter and tighter as well. So if you try to take it flat out, you will find yourself into the wall. If you're not careful, if you're not prepared. Okay, we're on to our second lap. Back on the uphill. Oh, the car is gonna have some issues. Try to take second gear as long as possible because otherwise the car is gonna bog down a little bit on the uphill. Managed to get up the hill. Wow. Yeah, that part definitely is a power section where if you don't have enough power, you will be at a major disadvantage. And then on a downhill, we're going to pick up a decent amount of speed. Past all the McMansions and stuff, and the California, the rolling California hills. Through the hairpin. Thankfully that doesn't count as off course. I'm glad that doesn't count as off course. Okay. And here we go. Across the line. Nice. Ah. We got first place. First win in quite a while, actually. Oh my word. We've had some difficult races. Ooh, we got Destroyer Cross 4. Nice. Four-wheel drive, turbocharged, little tiny 3-cylinder engine, making 118 horsepower. Ah, nice. It's very, very popular in amateur rally racing, though. Due to the fact that it's very lightweight, it's got four-wheel drive, and it's fairly inexpensive as well for the time. It's definitely crept up in price though, as more people, it's kind of become a more cult JDM legend. So much extra points compared to everything else. Yes. Nice. Alright, let's do another race. Ooh, we have a couple of different options. The Autumn Mountain Challenge. We're gonna be up against some tough competition there. The Beetle's still not turning in as much as I'd like it to. stiffen up the rear just a little bit. There we go. This should definitely help the vehicle turn in just a tad. Alright, and let's enter the front-wheel drive limited race. Yeah. Got a Beetle. On these cobbled German streets. Feels right at home. Our happy little Beetle. It's a cute little car though. Oh, that counted as hitting the wall. That's annoying. Yeah, the car definitely handles much better now. Oh yeah, so much better. Oh my gosh. Onto the back straight. Oh, that Mazda is steadily gaining on us. Alright, managed to carry a decent amount of speed through that corner. Alright, back to the left of the left hairpin. Here we go. This track will be very difficult to set your car up for, because you have the tight technical section, and then a fairly high speed section, and then another tight technical section, and then another high speed section. Both of them are fairly equal, like, time in how long it takes to get around for the track. So you'd either want to set your vehicle up for the technical section, or you want to set your vehicle up for the high speed sections. And that'd be tricky. I don't know which one I'd pick. I'd probably pick the technical. Then I wouldn't have the passing ability on the straights. Alright, let's try to get that position back from the Mazda. Come on, let's get a German car victory on this German track. Alright, in the slipstream. Wow, they did not need a brake for that corner. That's fine. I managed to get past them. Now let's extend the lead as much as we can before the long back straight, because they will be gaining on us quite a bit through there. Alright, pulling away a little bit through this section. Oh, but they are catching back up to us. Side by side. Alright, new plan. Let's not hit the wall there. Alright, let's try to draft them for as long as we can. Down the back straight. Get as much speed as we can. Alright, I think we took a better line through there. Going on the inside for this corner. Late on the brakes. Nice. Got ahead of them. Okay, and I think... Oh no, they're definitely gaining on us. They're definitely gaining on us. Come on. Come on, little beetle. Come on. Big push. Big push to the finish. Come on. Nice. Ah, yes. Nice. Alright, let's see what we get amongst the various front-wheel drive cars. Ooh, a Renault Clio. Nice. Sporty little hot hatch. Now, Renault also made an absolutely crazy version of that. A mid-engine V6 powered Renault Clio. And that is an absolutely gorgeous car, the mid-engine version. I definitely want one of those. That is the type of car that definitely goes in Dream Garage. Nice. So we're starting to rake in the racing points and stuff. Gradually shooting up the rankings. Our vehicle's level 7, so this vehicle's being close to being maxed out. Ooh, a dual race. But it's a very tight technical track. Let's do the high speed battle. Speedyapolis ring. Now, this one's tough to get points on, the Speedyapolis ring, because it's basically purely a high-speed track. And so that makes it very, very different. Very, very difficult. Basically need a vehicle that's much faster, but doesn't handle that great. So the game thinks it'll go slower than it actually will. Because the game, one of the downsides of the game is it does not take track type into consideration when setting the odds. Each vehicle basically has a set performance index number hidden in the game files, and the game compares each vehicle to the different vehicles in that regards. Which allows for easy points rankings if you can go against a fast but not very good off-road vehicle and a fairly quick or medium speed four-wheel drive vehicle in like the snow or rain or like off-road and stuff. It does allow for much easier points gain that way, so you can kind of cheese the system a little bit. So far, so good though. We're in second place, and we're holding on pretty good actually. We're able to maintain momentum through these corners without. Oh, okay. That'll definitely slow us down a little bit. One downside is with the oval tracks like this, you're not really doing a whole lot. Especially in a slow car like the Beetle, it's very... You're only just slightly letting off the gas just to get the vehicle to rotate a little bit on the corners, and then straightening yourself back up with the gas. And just trying to carry as much speed through these corners as you can. Or hit the outside wall like that. That's twice now. I'm leaving my mark on the wall there. I'm marking that wall as my territory. I'm like a dog. To a... Yeah, that infinity is long gone. Yep, that's second's probably the best we can hope for now, folks. Damn it. Oh, sorry, language. Yes, as you can see, this is totally not Indianapolis Motor Speedway. On the one hand, they didn't copy the 5-story pagoda, the Japanese pagoda thing there. I do wish if they were to make sort of a riding around the trademark version of Indianapolis Motor Speedway for this game, I wish they had done the road course instead. Just because I think that goes better with the theme of the game. Because with an oval like this, it's basically entirely engine power and aerodynamics and gearing. Like, sure, you need some handling to keep your car, stable through the corners. But other than that, it's entirely acceleration, top speed, and that's it. So, it's one of the courses I don't race on as much. Just because getting points for it is very difficult, and there's not much you can do on the driver side of things to make that easier for you. That's basically just knowing what cars are actually pretty quick in a straight line and which cars are quick going around corners, and how the game calculates the odds and stuff. Like this, I was able to still get a decent amount of points. But yeah, it's still gonna get a decent amount of points. Probably. I still had a lot of collisions there. But it was fairly long as well. It was a fairly long race. And we're gonna be getting a car, maybe. Yes. Very good car, actually. Nice. Nice. Basically, it's the Infiniti G35, but it's a Japanese version of it. It's the Nissan 350 GT. Still a very, very nice car. Ooh, lots of points. That'll definitely help us level up our vehicle. Our vehicle is now at its maximum lightness. That's good. That's very good. That's very, very nice. And our ranking number has increased even further. Alright, now let's see. What's the advanced match? Let's see what we're up against. Yeah, no, we're gonna be crushed. We're gonna be very crushed. Let's race. Let's do the Super Circuit Challenge here on rank 3 races. Yeah, this would be a good one. We had a good launch. Okay, they got a much better launch. That's fine. They slowed down quite a lot on that corner though, so that's fine. Let's pull away. Alright, so they're much faster in the straights, but we can outmaneuver them in the corners. So we might be able to stay with them. And if we can get a good run, stay with them down these straights during the fast bits, I can probably outbrake them going into this corner. Run a little bit wide, that's fine. Defensive line. Alright, they're gonna have much greater advantage compared to us on the straight. That's alright, that's alright, that's okay. Alright, let's catch back up on the corner. Oh, come on. Come on, Beetle. Hold it in there. Alright, that's, took that corner a little bit too fast. Onto the brakes again for the, tight right-hander hairpin. Yeah, they're steadily pulling away from us. Come on, come on. Yeah, we're losing ground on them. They're still just a little bit too much faster than us on the straights. We're gonna try to get a solid second place finish though, which is good. But no, that Mercedes is very quick. Yeah, they're definitely edging out on us. Come on, let's at least secure second place. Let's pull away from the pack. Let's pull away from third. Let's put some more distance between us and third. Yeah, second place is definitely a bit further ahead than we'd want them to be. No, a little too greedy on the throttle there. Trying to get it just a little bit too early. Run wide. That's a mistake on my part. That's a mistake on my part. Alright. Alright, that's a solid second place finish. That's decent enough. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see if we get something really nice. Hey, we got the car that beat us at least. S600L. Ooh. Turbocharged. 5.5 liter. Big ol' engine producing almost 500 horsepower. Nice. So nice. Big, powerful sedan. You ride around like a mob boss. Nice, our tires are... We got the grippiest tires now. 200 points, that's still very solid. It's an improvement. Alright, our ranking numbers increased by 14. Let's do the front-wheel drive limited race in Autumn Mountain. Ooh, a whole bunch of vehicles we haven't won yet. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ah, so many cool front-wheel drive cars. And Autumn Mountain is one of my favorite tracks in this game. It's genuinely very pretty looking, and it's very fun to race on. Because it's all about maintaining momentum. So even if you're in a slower vehicle, if you can maintain momentum around the corners and everything, you can still do decently enough. And I love this corner especially. It's in this variation because it gets tighter the further you go around. So you gotta steadily be very, very patient and get the car rotated in. Yeah, you can see why this is my favorite. It's one of the tracks I'm fairly good at. And also, I love the fall colors. It's always... I quite like fall. Fall is always very pretty. Especially where I'm from. Usually if it's not rain, if we have a drier fall, the leaves are all absolutely pretty. And I love to drive through the local state park. During the fall because, you know, it's just they have so many like the different colored trees and everything, and it's a place you go called the King and Queen Seat. If you're local from the area, you know exactly where that is, and you can step out on there, and it's basically this rock formation that's way high up, and you step on there, and in the fall you can see, you know, all the different colored leaves for miles, and it's just nothing but forest, and it is gorgeous. It makes some really good pictures. On the downside though, if in my estate, it is very rainy in the fall. The leaves kind of turn into a brown mushy color instead of, you know, the bright colors. So, ow, hey, come on, I give you room. I say as I would have taken that corner way too fast, and if you would have been side by side with me, we would have collided. Do as I say, not as I do, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the battle of the century, a Civic Type R versus an Integra Type R versus a Beetle. Come on. That's due to me understeering a bit with this car. They're definitely gonna pass me in a straight. They've got the speed. Alright, let's run a little bit wide and let's see if we can't get the undercut on them. Nope, that did not work out. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's carry momentum to the chicane at least. Too much speed. Okay. I'm overdriving the car. The Civic is just a much faster car than what I can compete against. I may as well bide my time and just try to drive smoothly, as opposed to overdriving and trying to do crazy lunge overtakes that would get me nowhere. Let's drive smoothly and defend our position at least for the next 2 laps. But like, look at that. That is gorgeous. That Civic looks gorgeous on this track too, I'll be honest. Even if they are annoying me by beating me. They picked a very good color for this event. Okay. We're gonna be starting our final lap. The Civic is still within reach, but it's gonna be tough. I don't think we're gonna be able to get first place back. We should be able to defend ourselves from 3rd place in the Integra. But first place definitely has quite a bit of an advantage against us. Oh, and my graphics card decided it wants to try to update. Let's hold off on that for the time being. I am currently streaming. Some other time, please, end video. Just a little bit wide again. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, we got second. We outperformed our vehicle. Let's see what we can get. All of those are great cars. And then we have the PT Cruiser as well. Ooh. Got another good car. Nice, the Integra Type R. The DC5 Integra Type R. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Integra Type R in the States for this one. We did get the RSX Type S, which is decent enough, but we didn't get the Type R in the States. I don't think we did. Did we get the Type R in the States? No, I don't think we did. Nice. We can join rank 1 events. That's good. Do we want to, though? We will be very much outclassed by pretty much everything we're against, though. Let's do the rank 2 events. The Bergenschluss challenge. Bergenschluss. Yeah, this will be good. Whole bunch of cars we haven't unlocked yet. And let's start. Oops. Alright, off to a good start. That Sylvia is fairly decent distance behind us. I say that they are catching up very quickly. They've got that 200 horsepower inline 4, turbocharged inline 4, because it is the Sylvia Ks, which is the fastest of the types of Sylvias. So with the Sylvias, you've got the Type K, you got the Type Q, and you got the Type J. And basically the easy way to think about it is King, Queen, and Jack. The King is more powerful than the Queen, and the Queen is more powerful than the Jack. And that's kind of how it is as well with the Sylvia line of cars as well. The King is the K series are the fastest of the Sylvias, and the J series is the slowest of the Sylvias. And they have that turbocharged SR20 DET engine, that Nissan engine, twin cam, 1.8 liter, sorry, 2 liter engine. And they are quite quick, very sporty sport coupes, and they can definitely hold their own. They're also very, very popular drift cars as well. And because of that, their prices have definitely increased quite a bit in recent years. They're kind of being hit with by the JDM, what I like to call the JDM, the drift car attacks. Or pretty much any vehicle that starts to become like a popular tuner car, or was a popular tuner car, by like people that grew up playing, Need for Speed Underground and all those other like tuning racing games and stuff like that, are finally trying to purchase them, and that drives demand up, and that drives the price up. Like I saw a Nissan R32 Skyline bring a trailer for like $170,000 in the US, and it's crazy. It's more valuable than or about as valuable as an 80s Ferrari Testarossa. But I mean, it is performance-wise, it is very comparable to a Ferrari Testarossa as well. It is a vehicle that has racing pedigree with the Group A Godzilla, moniker. So with that, as much as it means I will never be able to afford one, those vehicles they're valuable because people want them, and they're good cars. Alright, onto our final section of corners now. We managed to hold off the Sylvia a decent amount. With our Beetle. And this is the naturally aspirated Beetle. It's not the Beetle that came with the 1.8 liter turbo either. This is the naturally aspirated Beetle. And oh boy, it doesn't have a whole lot of power. But we managed to win. That's nice. Alright, let's see what car we get. We didn't get any car. Okay, that's fine. Ah, nice. The vehicle has been maxed out now. We got so many ranking points. That's nice. Okay. Let's do one more race with the Beetle, and then let's change the vehicle, and then we'll probably call it quits for the night. Oh, we can race at low in searing. Yes. That is quite a lot of different vehicles. Ooh, the Firebird. Yes, I want the Firebird. I want the Firebird. I want to be able to unlock the Firebird. Firebird is a very, very, very nice car. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, and this track, low end steering. Basically, what they did was they kind of took a whole bunch of different tracks and decided, you know what? Let's mash them all together, like only the best bits. And if you pay attention, oh, they got the flyover as well. Like this is the Enthusia like premier track, like their custom made track. This is basically Enthusia's Grand Valley Speedway. Or Apricot Hill. Massive signs, though. Absolutely massive signage. Like, that's the size of a car. It did not need to be that big. But, you know. Back to the right. And with this, it kind of does look like, if you look at the map, it kind of does look vaguely like a lion. Like I'm kind of racing on the mane of it right now. Gonna be going down to its neck. Under the tunnel. Onto its front legs. Over the crest. And I gotta start braking almost immediately after the crest. For the right left S curves here. Nice. Alright, then we got a tight hairpin right here. Down in the second gear. Easy on the throttle on the exit. You don't want to spin your wheels and get understeer. Alright, we got another lesser S curve here. Do another tunnel. And then across the bridge. And then we have a deceptively tight left-hand corner here. You want to hit an apex a bit later than what I just did. Because that'll help you set up for the second left-hander here. Which goes directly into this fairly high-speed sweeper corner here. And it's basically all about being very patient on the throttle. Not overdriving your car. Because otherwise you will run wide. And that does cause issues. Alright, now we have an early apex, left-hander, going into a tight, almost hairpin left. And this will set you up, if you stay to the left here, this will set you up for the tight right-hander that gradually gets wider and wider as you're going along. So you can pick up more and more speed as you're going through it. But you gotta be careful because it starts to tighten off a little bit on the uphill section. And then finally we have basically reverse Eau Rouge, where instead of down, left, right, left, it's down, right, left, right. So it is a little bit tricky trying to like reverse your muscle memory from like driving the actual like spa track. But it's basically reverse Eau Rouge. Almost exactly. It's like they did a mirror of it. But it's still a cool feature to have in the track. And a nice little homage to a very, very nice circuit. Carry as much speed as you can through the banking. Begin to go wide as the banking flats out. Let's get the vehicle turned around. Through the hairpin sections. Go back to the left. And you want to scrub off a lot of speed through these corners because these hairpins are very tight. Go back to the left for the quick flick right through the tunnel. You don't want to go wide here because you will hit the wall. Over the hill. Through the S-curve. Trying to maximize your exit speed. I try to do that just a little bit too much. The car definitely likes understeering when you apply throttle. It's got a fairly torquey engine, which definitely causes issues if you're trying to get into power early out of the corners. Alright, we're almost to this race. Steadily pulling away from that the Firebird. I want to get the Firebird. The Firebird's such a nice car. I love the Firebird. We've had a fairly clean race too. A few little bits of off-course excursions here and there. We've otherwise had a decent race. Across the line. Nice. Yeah, we did have one off-course excursion. Now let's see what we get. You know what? I'll take it. I love the Astro. Like I said before, my parents had the GMC version when I was a kid. And oh my gosh, it was so comfortable to ride in. It was so nice. We had that van for a really long time, and it was so much fun. I love the Astro. I love the well, we had the Safari. The Safari was so nice. I miss the Safari. If I ever get a decent amount of money and a place to store stuff, I'd love to find like another GMC Safari and restore it. You know, put all the optional stuff in it. You know, like they had the in-seat, in-car TVs, and I think like they came with like there was an option to get it with like a Nintendo 64 or something like that in it. I think I may be misremembering, but I remember there definitely being an option to have like TVs and like all that fun stuff in it. Alright, let's change our car, and then we're gonna call it for the night because it is getting late. It is 11:30. or getting close to 1130. Alright. We only have one option for a premium sedan, and that's the S600L. And this is going to be much faster than what we're used to. But let's, oh, we have a whole bunch of options as well. We got the silver metallic, we have beige metallic, we have quartz silver metallic, we have reddish black metallic, greenish black metallic, dark blue, and white. Kinda want the, ooh. All of them are kind of boring luxury colors, but they do look nice on the car. I want the reddish black. That looks nice. With the semi-automatic transmission. Alright. And with that, we're gonna be calling for the night. I do hope all of you that watched definitely enjoyed yourselves. I very much like this game. This game is a lot of fun, very enjoyable. I'm probably gonna be. What I want to do is I want to attempt to do a playthrough where I, reach level 10 with all of the cars. Just fully upgrade all of the cars in the game. Try to get all of the cars in the game, even like the really slow cars like the Citroen 2CV. I want to try to get all of them. And that does mean that this will be a fairly long-running series, but it'll still be enjoyable. I definitely want to do it. So, with that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras. I do hope you have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, whatever time it is. May it be great. Until then, I will see you all next time. Bye!